Hello everyone, welcome to new video. Today I'm going to talk about I'm 26 years old, still alone, and I hate from being lonely. It's really tough if you are living with your parents' house and if you are going to your shitty job, just working from morning to night and you cannot obtain anything. This kind of feeling is really sucks, brother. I will just give you a 101% guarantee. Whenever I feel myself lonely, I'm just coming to a park, try to record videos in English and sometimes in Japanese. And my environment isn't belong to myself. I'm living in Turkey, which I don't want to. But from my childhood, I didn't feel myself Turkish and I didn't want to live here. But I couldn't do that. In order to go another country, it became so hard. I'm not a first class country citizen. I'm a third class country citizen. Therefore, it's really hard to live in Turkey, and I couldn't make a girlfriend. I couldn't get a car, and I am living in puberty. If you are living in puberty, it's really tough. I was watching some YouTube vlogs on the internet from Afghanistan and from Africa. They were also suffering as well, and everybody was living in puberty. While some of the country members from the France, the Germany, and the England, America, they were living in a very, very luxury life while the other countries are suffering. I was really checking the models on Instagram. They are living the best of their lives. Even if it's fake, it doesn't even matter. They can issue whatever they want. If you're famous and you can do everything you want and you don't have to just suffer all your entire life. Because if you are poor, nobody's taking care of you and it's really tough just getting out from the situation. Mostly the hierarchy, the classes are getting declared already. When you have born in a poor family, probably your life is going to be tougher. You cannot go to the private schools. You cannot go to the high elite classes. You cannot find someone from a very elite class, and you cannot meet with the people from the elite class. I was just reading the comments on my channel, and I have seen a lot of comments. For example, someone from Istanbul just trying to go to a university while he was suffering. He had only one dream, just going to a language school in different country, maybe in Germany, and then he tried the different things as well. So whenever I'm just seeing the people suffering and not God giving them the equal opportunities, the equal conditions, some people starting to life from very very up, and some people starting life very very bottom, and I am just asking and just questioning about the equality. Where is the balance? Where is the equality? I have seen a girl from America. She was from the Somalia, and she was just representing the Somalian people on the church, on the minister's place, minister's palace. But probably the other officials didn't like her. Probably they want to deport her to Somalia. I'm not sure. Maybe they can just perceive it as a racism, but it is also changeable. I was watching out of mythology, the Jesus Christ, Christianity, Islam, the historical videos, historical contents, but I felt something. I'm really get bored of it. The basic reason for that, when you're just getting interested with the sociology, psychology, every time everything is same. I have always wanted to live in Japan, going to a language school there, make a new Japanese friends, but I couldn't make my dream come true. Therefore, I feel very empty in my sight. If you feel yourself empty, life is really suffering for you. You need to deal with the people around you and just getting into some small businesses. For example, I have started YouTube channel, trying to make a business, just make my business bigger, 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 and then try to find a new girlfriend. But it is not really easy because the competition is getting into the fierce day by day. Just recording the videos in English and just telling about your story. I am living in poverty. I have my bullshit schizophrenic mother. I have a brother. We are living in together in the same house, the same shitty house. I am living in Turkey. Every time I am hearing the sound of azan 5 times in a day, and I cannot live in Canada. I cannot go to Japan because everybody is underestimating my race, and it is a really disappointing topic. Everybody's let me down, and it's really tough. If you're asking my opinion, I wouldn't be living here. Just go to another country, just start a new life, and just build a career. But I also couldn't make a career, therefore I'm really sad about it. I have always wanted to nightclubs, night jobs in Japan, working in the clubs, but I couldn't do that because lack of emptiness, just my race, being the third class citizen, and it is really tough when you're comparing yourself with the first class citizens. From at my university years, I was also alone and just not talking with the people because you cannot find the people thinking same as you. Everybody has a different kind of religion. Everyone has a different kind of ethic. So you cannot judge the people. If you want to just find someone thinking like you, it's the better to option just opening a YouTube channel because I am still alone at my 26 years, and therefore it feels really sucks. Some of the people, very very stupid people, can get married. Even the poorest people in the world can get married, can find someone, but I couldn't because my family structure are shit, and I don't have enough environment when I compare myself with the others. So probably I will hate my life. I have always wanted to make a master's degree in abroad, but I couldn't do that. I have always wanted to go to Japan, but I couldn't do that. Some people living in the very elite class just find like a beautiful girlfriends, the beautiful models. They can hang out with the beautiful models, Kabukicho, Roppongi, Shinjuku. They can go these places and they can find a lot of beautiful girls. If you have the money, you can buy the sex and you can find a girlfriend. It's easy for you. But if you are living like me in the poverty, in the Turkey, even you cannot go to the Sweden, the Finland, the other places, the other countries, because everybody is judging you and everybody is seeing as an insect, as a threat. So I cannot change this kind of truth. The one thing I can just say to you on the YouTube, I really hate from my life. I have always wanted to just date with a girl and just find like a girlfriend, my princess. But I couldn't do that. I am living in a shitty houses, shitty people here. I never felt myself Turkish. I never wanted to live in the Turkish communication community here. I never felt living in a third or fourth class country. But when I go to another country, nobody will give me a shit. And everybody, you need to create your own business if you want to find a girlfriend. Life is not equal for everyone else. Some people have better opportunities. They can do whatever they want, even just without the rules. But people like me living in the poverty, very down class, very subordinate class, we are going to suffer all our entire life and they don't give any shit of it. Mostly the rich people are having the most wealth of the world. For example, the 60 percentage or 70 percentage of wealth they are owning. Rich people. The other people, the poor classes, just getting shit and shit and they cannot change their classes. I think it's really unfair. Do you want to live in a poverty, just suffering all around the day and nobody taking care of you? It's really tough, brother. If you are not famous enough, probably people not going to love you. Even you cannot date with the girls, 20 years old girls, the 25 years old girls. Probably you are just suffering something and you are living with the Turkish people. That's the reason why I hate from myself. In the Turkey, it's a Muslim country, and most of the people living in here, and I don't like them. I don't like the Turkish communication, Turkish people. Why? I will explain you why. Because they are believe in Islam, even they don't do the very religious stuff, and even they don't do the things what they necessary to do. But probably people here just really different. And I want to say the something in a different way as well. Living here in the puberty is really not the piece of cake for me, and I'm just suffering all around today from morning to night. Just try to find a change in my life, but it's not easy, as I mentioned that before, because people are just starting a life in a different way, and people are so different from each other. So, I want to just say something in a different way here as well. The one thing, just I want to mention another thing as well. What can I say? I have always wanted to date with the models, if I just say my opinion, but they are dating with the very, very luxury classes. I just said about for Yu Meng Long, he was get killed, and it's real sad for him. But every time, if you are on the media, you need to be on the media every time, and you need to record your videos, and you need to just start a conversation in English on the YouTube, and you need to be all the time on the media. And there is only one destiny. If you want to change your destiny, you need to just keep the people watching on you. You need to keep you need to keep eyes on you. But it's really hard. I'm just going my shitty job just from morning to night and just not getting anything. Probably I'm going to hate my life as well as I have seen a lot of people, but I have seen a guy from YouTube. He was 56 years old and he didn't get married. He didn't have children and he didn't have any wife, etc. It's the same with me. I'm 26 years old. I don't have any wife. I don't have any girlfriend. I don't have any good job, and I'm just suffering. I don't want to work. The working life is really shit, brother. If you're just trust me, bro. The one thing I can say, you're working from morning to night, just going to places which we are just calling it as a job, and you don't want to just suffer all your entire life there. But some people need to do that. For example, look at the taxi drivers and the other workers. Do you want to be at the worker class? Probably nobody will going to be at the worker class position. Everybody wants to go to the Australia, go to richest countries, just dating with a lot of models, using the Tinder. Even I use the Tinder, it's really shit here. The basic reason people living in the Muslim and believe in Islam here, and I don't want it. I don't want to live in Islamic countries. Nobody will going to give me a voice. Nobody give me a shit about it. I know, but I will continue to scream. I will continue the mounting, and I will be continue just saying my mockings to you, and I will be continue to complain. Sometimes the complaining about the situation doesn't give you any solution, but we are going to keep continue. Why? Because some people need change. And when I was just checking the data from the Japan, they were just also dealing with the Chinese people. There were a lot of immigrants in Japan, and they are not doing anything, and they are getting the social welfare system, etc. I was just seeing a guy, Kenichi or something like a Japanese YouTuber, and he was just trying to record the videos in the Kabukicho Shinjuku. They were just black people selling to drugs, etc. But maybe he need to just record the videos for the government. The government is very good for him. The basic reason is also this government working, make money laundering in Japan. So maybe he can prefer to make YouTube videos about the Japanese government. Another reason I want to just talk you in a different kind of way. If you are just getting pushed in a puberty, if you don't have any good connections, probably your life will going to be tougher. Even you cannot change your classes. You have stick to your job, which I don't want to. I'm just saving money. Approximately the gold I have. How much amount of gold I have? I can just say maybe 20 or 25 gram gold. I have about 24 management, 24 measure. I have 25 gold. I'm just trying to just save enough gold in order to go to a language school. Yeah, I know it's not going to be easy. When I go to Japan, I need to find a business and I need to create my own business there. But if you're just thinking about my side, it's not easy because I'm Turkish and not none of the Japanese people will going to hire me, and they are also just preferring the Indian people, Indian engineers. Well, if you are not an engineer like me, you need to be a YouTuber. It's better. In the social classes, the social welfare system, the other things, maybe you can just get into the politics. It's also the can be a factor here. But one thing I want to mention I couldn't achieve my dream. Therefore, I'm suffering from morning to night. Whenever I'm seeing the people going to Thailand, just hang out with the beautiful girls, just going to nightlives, which I cannot do that. I'm really jealous of this kind of people, just talking about the Jesus, whether this Jesus is right or not, why we are living in the emptiness, why the capitalism is doing this stuff. We need to just believe in socialism as well. All the idealist things, for example, socialism, nationalism, capitalism, all the isms being a religion here. Everyone not believing in the Jesus, everyone not believing in Islam, everybody believing idealism. Ideology. Yeah, everybody is believing in some ideology, some doctrines anymore. Nobody is believing the real religions like the Islam, the Christianity. Nobody believe on it. Everybody believe in the ideologies. Ideologies replace the religion anymore. But the socialism, the capitalism, everyone you just complain about the stations. In the end, everybody making money. If you just open a YouTube channel, what's your main idea? Just making money, right? At the end, I'm just thinking about what can I do whenever I go to Japan, but probably I cannot do anything. I was just playing chess with myself for a long time, but my elo were approximately 1,700 places, but I have always wanted to play chess with Nemocho. She's a very grandmaster and she's a very chess player. She is very best chess player I have ever seen. But she's just hanging out with the rich people, rich guys, and I don't have any chance to just hang out with her. The basic reason is I couldn't find someone else like just a very beautiful model like the similar with just Niteru is the similar like Nemocho and other girls. Mostly the beautiful girls choosing the rich guys, and if you are a poor guy, it is really tough for you. You need to just do something different in order to just surprise people. But I will be honest, I cannot do anything different. I have always suffered in my life. I couldn't find a girlfriend. I'm just seeing the people. They are just passing in front of me, and I have always been alone. Nobody here heard my voice, and even going to coffee shop, even going to just some rip places, going to school, going to job, going to a park, going to other places, just walking alone. Someone was just telling me you will never walk alone, but I am walking alone all my entire life. If you're a guy, life is really sucks for you because the competition is really fierce for you. And if you are just born in a very poor class, I will also just going to mention that your life is not going to be easier like others. Whenever I see the people who have born in a richer class, their chances better than mine. They can go to the private schools, they can go to the private universities. Even I was just checking the data, the Stanford University graduates, the Oxford University graduates, the Cambridge University graduates cannot find a job. But I think it's not very true. The basic reason for that, even they don't have to work, brother. Like I was going to say the truth. Even they need to work, it doesn't matter because they have wealth. Even their families can give them the money. So in the end, they don't have to work. Even you go to the top school of the top schools, top universities, but mostly we are differing or real life. The real life, the school life is so different. If you are just still studying, if you are still a university student, it's okay. You are at the safe zone. But if you just get out from the university, if you just jump into the real life, probably you will be feel like you just get out from the shower. You will just feel this kind of feeling when you just jump into the job or just the work placement. Some people prefer to stay at their house and living as a hikikomori. I will just say the truth, it's a better way when you are just comparing yourself work life. Because if you go to the work life, it's really shit. But if you have an aim, probably if you wanna call it, if you wanna save money, if you wanna just go into a job in order just an aim, for example, if you wanna create your own business after just saving enough money, if you can leave your job, you can give a resignation form and you can resign anytime. The basic reason is the YouTube is my job placement. I want to just make a career on the YouTube, but I know it is not really easy because the competition is really fierce and the catching the competition is not easy. I have always wanted to just record the videos, just getting the maybe 100k views, maybe the 1 million views on my video, maybe the 100k likes, but it will never happen because my content is same with the other people and I'm not bringing anything to table. Work, 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 hatoroku, hatoroku, hatoroku. I'm not sure. The other things as well. People living here, but I don't like them. People just getting enjoy while at the park, the children, the other people, but I'm not enjoying. I'm just feeling stuck here between the Turkish people. It is something like a prison for me. Living in Turkey, I'm just feel myself in a prison. I feel myself a prisoner here because our passport value is very low. You cannot go to any other places, and people are here just living in a different kind of conditions. And sometimes suffering is not enough for me. Just watching the people walking in front of me and they're passing. Whenever I'm just checking them, I feel very sad. I feel like I'm living in a prison here in Turkey. I don't like the Turkish people here, but we have to live with them because I'm not a Turkish. I'm from Bulgaria and I'm from Georgia, but this kind of motherfucker countries don't give me a visa. My I check my ancestors; they are coming from the Bulgaria and they are coming from the Georgia, but I need to live with the Turkish people. I hate from the Bulgaria. I hate from the Georgia. Why you are just making me live in the Islamic countries, motherfuckers? But it is the same with me. I really hate from my life. I never felt myself Turkish, but I have to live here. Why? Why we need to live here? I'm asking you why. I also want to go to the clubs, not life, just getting out from here, going to Japan, start a new life, but I couldn't do that. Living in a shitty life here. Living with the shit people here. I hate from the humanity, I hate from the life. Humanity, the other thing is that the corruption is everywhere. I never feel myself to belong here. I am just going to say it 5,000 times till I leave Turkey. Ich fühle mich unglücklich hier. Aber mein Passport ist Türkei. Warum ich wohne in der Türkei? Ich habe keine Idee. Aber ich möchte Deutschland angekommen. Vielleicht zu viele, es gibt viele Probleme in der Türkei. Meine Deutschsprache, ich möchte meine Deutschsprache so verbessern. Aber ich verstehe nicht. Kannst du helfen mir? Vielleicht zu viele, ich bin aus der Türkei. Kannst du verstehen mir? Du kannst verstehen mich. Thank you for watching me till now. See you on the next video. I hope I can leave my country. I don't have to come back to Turkey again and just go to a non-Islamic country. Till I just success on my aim, I will continue to record YouTube videos because I don't like my life. Thank you. I hate from the humanity. I hate from the people. Everyone thinks themselves. Everybody thinking themselves. Everyone.